What's up everybody, welcome back to Bullshot Darts. In this one, I'm going to go over 6 things you do not want to do when you are playing darts. But first, if you're new and you love darts, please make sure to follow Bullshot Darts on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, drop the video a thumbs up. So I'm not going to waste any time, I'm going to get right into this list. The first thing that you do not want to do when you are playing darts is wear headphones. Now there's some people out there that will tell you don't wear headphones because it's disrespectful and they personally don't like it. I'm not saying it for that reason. I really don't care if you wear headphones. But the thing is, at bigger dart tournaments that have a dress code, you're not going to be able to wear the headphones. So if you get used to throwing darts with headphones in and all you hear is your music and no outside noise, when you do not have that and you hear the outside noise, it's going to throw you off your game. So don't wear headphones so you get used to that, so when you enter those big tournaments, nothing is going to be different. Number 2, do not let your opponent dictate your pace. Okay, there's some opponents out there that throw really fast or really slow. Do not let that mess with your game. Usually this happens when you play against a faster player. They're going to be throwing fast, so sometimes it might speed you up. If your opponent is throwing fast, still go at your normal pace. One thing that I like to do to help me keep my pace is if I'm throwing against someone that throws fast, I'll approach the line and get in just my stance. Once I get in my stance, I'll take a big deep breath before I start throwing. Okay, that slows me down and it helps me keep me at my own pace. When you start speeding up your game and you throw at a pace that you're not used to, you're not going to throw as good. Number 3, do not let your opponent inside of your head. Darts is a big mental game. You need to keep your head in the game and stay focused. Unfortunately, there are some players out there that'll purposely do some things to try to get in your head and mess you up. Sometimes it's hard to not let it mess you up, but you need to keep your head in the game and do not let that distract you. You should always be thinking about what you are throwing at. Number 4, do not unnecessarily even up your score. Now, if you're closer to an out, of course you're going to have to work on evening up your score to make sure you get an out. But I'm talking about when you're at higher scores and you're throwing at numbers that you normally don't throw at just so you have an even number. You do not want to do that. Keep throwing at the numbers that you're used to throwing at to score big. You don't need to worry about evening up your score until you are on an out. Sometimes it's tempting because you think if you're on an even number, it's going to help you get to an out easier. But that's not always the case. You always want to shoot at the target that's going to help you score the most. Then once you get close to an out, then of course it's time to even up your score and take out that out. But do not do it unnecessarily. Number 5, do not keep your phone in your pocket. Now I'm a big advocate of not throwing with anything in your pockets, but more specifically a phone. If your phone starts going off while you are throwing, whether it's making noise or buzzing, of course it's going to throw you off. But if your opponent's throwing and it goes off, now it's going to throw them off. And that's bogus because you weren't responsible and didn't put your phone away. That's not fair to them and they're not going to be happy about it. Lastly, number 6, this kind of ties in with the number 3 that I said earlier, but you do not want to think about anything other than your target. You don't want to be thinking about what you're going to do after the dart tournament. You don't want to think about what you did earlier that day. Don't think about what your opponent is doing. The only thing you should be thinking about is what you are aiming at and what you need to hit to win the game. And also, you need to be thinking about those targets with confidence. You need to believe that you are going to hit those targets. So make sure your head is always in the game and you're only thinking about your targets. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe, drop the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one and shoot well.